All right, how we doing today, everyone? I just want to jump on, and kind of talk today about a fun weekend we had. Uh, Winning my fourth straight, or not straight, fourth state uh, championship with the River Falls Fighting Fish, our amateur men's town ball team. I've been playing 18 years, and we've won 4 state titles. This was our third in 5 years, actually. So, pretty good little history making moment there. I don't know if anyone's ever done that before, or what like the statistics are on that. But again, and people may say, "Oh, it's just town ball baseball. Who cares?" Well, that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the love of baseball, the life lessons that baseball, and not just baseball, but team sports can teach you, and why I still play and why I enjoy baseball, because it is truly a love that started when I was, I don't know, probably 4 or 5. I don't. I've been playing organized baseball since I was, I think, probably 5 or 6. Starting with the coach pitched the rec ball league, and then in 5th grade moving on to finally doing traveling ball. I think we were really the first age group to have travel ball in our town of River Falls, and just kind of we were pretty good growing up, and we kind of, I think, my grade and the grade above me kind of helped build the culture and community to what baseball is in our small town of River Falls today. Help get us to the nice turf stadium we play in, and help kind of make it a sport and a community and an organization, and just baseball teams from the high school up to us as the town ball team, and now getting college team back to being a force to be reckoned with in each of our respective leagues and divisions and conferences and whatnot. And the gratitude that I owe to baseball for helping me become the person I am today, the influencer, the role model I am today, the coach I am today. I owe a lot of that to baseball, and it's been a fun ride. And my role has changed throughout the years, from being like kind of the star player in youth baseball to high school, being injured and missing pretty much my entire junior and senior year due to injury, to not making college team, to joining amateur ball, to having various different roles on amateur team, from starting to bench to utility to being whatever, kind of doing whatever is needed, that jack of all trades that can play any position and kind of help out, from being catcher to pitching a lot, to catching to pitching to playing first base, playing left field, outfield, whatever it is. I think I've played every position with the Fish, except for, I don't know if I've ever played shortstop in a game. Maybe not center field either. I'm not sure. I've been playing so long, the memory runs short, and a lot of dumb decisions and dumb things we used to do. I used to do when I was younger, influenced not having the great memory, probably. But just the whole aspect of town ball, and that's why we play. We play for the love of the game. Yeah, some of the guys go on to bigger and better things. We have 3 guys from our Fighting Fish that have played professional baseball. And JP's still doing it for the Dodgers, and Alex is still doing it with the Nationals. So that's pretty impressive for a town of, 15, 16, I don't even know what the town is now, 15,000 or so, without if you don't count the college kids that are at the university here. But again, the whole point is, like, we won a state championship. In sports, a successful season is defined by winning. Only one team is happy at the end of the season. The team that holds the trophy, hoists the trophy, or championship, whatever they have at the end. Only one team can do that, and everything else is a failure. I mean, if your goal isn't to win a championship in sports, youth sports, you don't need to. It's about improving and getting better and helping kids get better. Like the kids I'm coaching in 2nd grade, flag football. it's not winning's not everything, but down to that, it's about developing the kids and making them good athletes and helping them enjoy and have fun. And yes, it's important to have fun. Like that's why I still play. Baseball is fun, but the ultimate goal is to win. And if you don't win, it's a disappointment. It's like the Packers. Packers Super Bowl or bust. Anything else? It's not. This is a disappointment. I don't care what they are. Like if they have brand new players or they have Favre or Rodgers. So it's Super Bowl or bust. It's that expectation. It's that expectation that we've grown as the fish and built as the fish is we expect to compete, win state championships every year. Otherwise, it's a disappointment. And we're fortunate enough yesterday to cap off another season and win our fourth title in the 17-year existence of the fish. But again, kind of the enjoyment, the aspect of that baseball is a sport of failure. A sport where if you go 3 for 10, you're considered a great hitter. That means you fail 7 times out of 10. So, where in school, if you fail, 50%, you fail. And you don't get to do it again. But in baseball, heck, 30%, you're good. You're great. You're going to the Hall of Fame. And baseball is a sport that's become obsessed with all these dumb stats, WAR, and I don't even know. I don't follow all the sabermetrics and all these crazy analytics people. How fast you can throw and stuff, spin rates, exit velocity. Well, none of that really matters. Yeah, it can matter in small parts, but if you can't throw strikes, who cares how hard you can throw? If you can't hit the ball, who cares how high your exit velo is? Because the only stat that really matters, again, is the wins, that trophy, getting that championship at the end of the season. And baseball is a sport that teaches you more life lessons than you'll ever learn in school. Sorry, teachers, I teach. So, but you're going to get more life lessons in sports, in baseball, than you would from anything you can learn in school. So, like, what are some of those lessons? Some lessons that I've learned. How to deal with failure is number one. You learn to deal with failure and how to kind of put things out of your mind. And being younger, I always get upset and whine and cry and throw fits if I struck out or made an error and get angry. No, you learn from experience and you go through that and you learn, oh, that's just part of it. Just boom, move on. You strike out, whoop-de-doo. You still got to play the field. You still got another bat coming up, whatever it may be. You got to forget it, have a short memory, learn from it, figure out what you did wrong, and just move on to the next. That's a huge thing. Dealing with failure. Teamwork. You have 9 guys that play. You have more guys on the bench and pitchers or whatnot. So you have a big team. You got to learn to work as a team. Fill your role. Like I said, my role has changed. I've played many different roles throughout my years in baseball, from pitcher to catcher to everywhere in between, utility to star player, whatever it may be. Every role, you learn how to be part of a team and be part of your role. Like this year, yeah, I had a terrible year hitting. I didn't have a great defensive year and things like that, which I should have did better. But again, move on and accept my role as a team. I didn't play a ton towards the end of the season, so accept my role as kind of that veteran, that leadership, whatever the role may be. And it changes game to game, year to year, inning to inning, it can change. So it's being able to be a part of a team, figure out your role, and adapt and be adaptable and listen and learn. So those are a couple big ones. Leadership, especially being a catcher, you have to be in control of the game. You have to let people know where they got to be. Let the outfielders know where they're going to throw it or how many outs there are and different types of things. Controlling the pitchers and making sure they're not going all crazy and calling a good game and that type of thing. So leadership is a big lesson. What else? Learning to control what you can control. That's a huge thing. You can control your effort, your attitude, your um, swinging at pitches, doing being in the game like mentally, your physical stuff that you're prepared and that type of stuff. So learn to control what you can control. You can't control the umpires. You can't control the other team. You can't control other players. That type of thing, and that goes into life as well. Control what you can control: your nutrition, your exercise, your training, your attitude, your effort, your outlook. You control all that stuff. You can't control politicians or other people or the weather. So just learn to control what you can control. I think that's an underlooked lesson that you can learn, that I've learned through my time playing baseball. And I'm trying to think of other things just off the top of my head. It's the lessons of growth and how to grow and change over time. You learn that through sports. How to communicate well, that kind of part of teamwork, but communicating with different people and getting to know different people from different backgrounds in all different sports, not just baseball. You have younger guys, older guys. Like I'm one of the older guys now, and I'm only 36. I guess technically I'm probably middle age if you look at our life expectancy as humans. But my plan is to live till 110. So I'm not middle age in that case. But communicating and learning and meeting different and working with different people. Younger, like I said, younger. We got kids that are literally half my age, and I've played with guys who are older in their 40s and 50s and things like that. So you get a variety of different people, different races, ethnic backgrounds, beliefs, opinions, all this stuff. And people have different opinions. They have different beliefs, but you're still on a team. You got to work together to get to that common goal. And just because someone disagrees with something you might have, who cares? You can still be on a team. You can still be friends with them. Unlike the real world where most people just, if you have a different opinion or view on something, oh, screw that person or whatever it is. Like especially with like politics and all these dumb people that run our country and stuff like that. So that's another lesson. Listening. Listen. Be a listener and a learner. I think that's a huge lesson you can learn from baseball. Listening to coaches, listening to your teammates, listening to fans and umpires and other teams, and just soak it in. Be a sponge and kind of be in the moment. Be present and listen and learn from mistakes. Learn from what you do right, what you do wrong, winning from losing. From failing, all this stuff you're going to learn and be able to listen and see and observe, and just kind of the general senses there. Some people are more visual, some people are listeners, some people are hands-on. You can kind of find out different ways on what's going to work best for you and how you can ultimately be the best learner. I think learning is a great way, and you find out about really who you are through sports and that toughness and mental toughness and all that. So a lot of that stuff is crap, but yeah, you can be mentally tough. But that just means you're going through tough things in life, and you're going to go through tough things in sports, and you're going to learn that sports aren't fair. Life isn't fair. So again, that kind of falls with that control what you can control, and lessons you learn how to work hard, how to give good effort. How to be your best, and that goes with the failure and knowing that you're not always going to win every game. I played 18 years with the Fish, and we've won 4 championships. That's not a lot if you look at the whole. I mean, it's a lot more than a lot of teams. A lot of teams never win, but 18 years and 4 titles. That's 14 years without a championship. So that's 14 years of failing. And I forgot what I was going, kind of got disoriented, just off track. but you learn from these things. You learn from that failure, and you want to get better. And that's what I was gonna go at is knowing that even though you're not gonna always win. If you it's being satisfied and being okay with giving it your effort and doing your best, and know that if you fail, heck, you're gonna be upset. You're gonna be disappointed. No one likes losing. At least I don't know anyone who does. Uh, Especially if you're a competitor. But knowing you gave your best effort and gave it all, you're going to be okay with that. You're going to know, well, that's fine that I lost, knowing that I gave it. It's when you half-ass it and don't give your best effort, and then you lose, and then you can look back and be really disappointed, or you should be. No, you can't. And that's the lesson. There's so many stupid cliches and coaching things that, give 110% effort. No, you can't give 110% effort. You don't have 110% effort to give. But if you're giving your all when you're out on the field, and you end up losing or failing, that should be okay. Yes, you want to be able to win and get better and be better, but knowing that you're giving your all is huge. I heard Aaron Rodgers say something on the McAfee show once about, he's disappointed that they haven't won more. He didn't win more when he was with the Pack and things like that, and have more success, even though they had a lot of success, won Super Bowl. But again, they're always competitive and in the playoff picture and championship picture, but they only got the one Super Bowl. But he said, going out there and I know I gave it my all, and I can be happy and proud of that. I'm disappointed and get mad when we lose and things like that, but I can live my life knowing that I gave it my all, and something along those lines. I don't know the exact quote. It was a longer talk, but be happy and satisfied and know that you gave it your all. Whereas if he would have mailed it in and phoned it in and kind of gave up on his teammates and team, then he couldn't live with that. He could live with losing and failing, knowing that he gave it his all. And that's something I've learned through sports as well, through baseball as well. That, you're gonna strike out, you're gonna drop a ball, you're gonna get picked off or thrown out. But if you're always physically and mentally giving it your all, you're always there doing it and doing your best, then you can live with that. It's when you're not all in and you're not doing your best or trying your hardest. That's when it's a disappointment. You can't live with that. That's something you don't want to live with. So that would be another lesson. Just basic lessons of being coachable, being a good kind of, again, that falls back on a good listener, a leader. So just being coachable, being able to learn and grow and adapt. I think that's huge, because when you go into the workforce or go into school, that's part of it, being coachable, knowing that you're not always going to be the star or leader or whatever it is. Your role could change. Whereas you go from being the star baseball player to being in the bottom of the barrel at the office or whatever it is. So be coachable, be adaptable, be willing to learn, willing to try different things. I know when I first started out with baseball, the two positions I didn't want to play were pitcher and catcher. And what do you know? Those are the two positions that are my favorite positions that I played most of my 30 plus years of playing baseball. So be willing to do new things, try new things. And then once you're getting old and you got young catchers that are better than you, and your arm's starting to go after 30 years and things like that, you be adaptable and you can go play third base, play first base, play outfield, be willing to play different positions. And I think part of that's my training, that I'm athletic enough to do different things, where some guys get pigeonholed as, I am only a catcher, I'm only a first baseman, I am only a whatever position, whatever sport. And that's not what I want to be. Like, I can go play anywhere. I can pick it up. I'm pretty good at learning new things, learn new skills for the most part when it comes to sports anyway. Some things stuff. Handstands, that's taking me a while. Back bends, taking me a while. That type of stuff. But again, those are some things. It's just being a good human being. I think you can learn that from sports. How again, that goes with being a teammate, building friendships, things like that you built. Like I've played with guys on the team. One guy on the team I've been playing with since we were in 4th and 5th grade, and we're 36, 37 now. So however many years that is, you can do that. You can do that math for me. But again, play with guys, and guys in our grades. Me and Brian Gable's grades have with CK and Steve's. We're kind of the 4 that stuck it out the longest, but our grades were kind of the ones that helped build that culture and started that culture that led to the guys like the Martys and JPs and their grades, and Alex Calls, and the guys who went on to do a lot bigger, better things than we have done in the baseball world. But I think our grades kind of started this in this community and built it to what it is and built that culture, along with Coach Bishop, who's been here since we came a little bit. I think he came when we were in like 8th grade. Yeah, something like that. But coached us from then and now helps run and volunteer. Him and his wife do a lot for us. And the field, and they take care of everything so we can just focus on playing the game. And that was the fun part about this year is we got to win it in River Falls. And the last time we had a chance to do it back in, I think it was 2014, and we lost. And we had to watch other team win on our field, and that wasn't fun. And that team was Prescott, and they're one of our biggest rivals. They are our biggest rival, probably. But winning in our own field is fun. Having crowds building from what we went from. We started in Spring Valley playing in front of 3 fans, moving the team to River Falls, to playing in front of 10 fans at the high school field, and 10 fans, which consisted of my parents, Clint's parents, and a few people from Johnny's. And then to building a brand new stadium, grandstand, to getting that field now all turf, to playing in front of, I remember opening night of the field, we had like probably 2,500, 3,000 people there. To playing, we had a good couple hundred, I don't even know, like maybe like 500 or so probably, if not more, this weekend for our championship game, which is awesome. It's like you don't go to very many other places in town ball and see that type of atmosphere. And town ball is big in Wisconsin, in Minnesota. It's a big thing. It's where college guys go to play in the summer. Is where washed up, never has beens like me play for 18, 20, some guys 30 years, and play against guys that are 50s and 60s. It's crazy to see how these guys still play. We don't get paid. We just do it for the love of baseball, that love of a child's game. That I am grateful that I am still able to play. That I've got a lot of injuries from, but I've been able to come back and build on them. And this year is fairly healthy. Came into it with a broken toe. I had a sprained wrist. Shoulder was achy and not the best most of the year. After like our Plum City tournament, but again, you learn. That's another lesson. You learn to deal with injuries. You learn to deal with hard times, and not to say that these things are like as hard as a lot of things we'll deal with in life, but it teaches you to deal with them and work through things, and work through pain, and work through injuries. And I think that can translate to other things. Yes, it's not as important as whatever, a family death or illness or something like that, but it can help teach you how to deal with hard things and do hard things. But back to the kind of like baseball and playing in the love of the game. That's why these guys play, and we have younger kids and kids that are just coming out of high school, and hopefully help and teach them, kind of take down that leadership role and help teach them and show them that baseball is fun and it's a game, and you play to win the game, yes, but you got to have fun doing it too. And I think we had a lot of fun this year. It's always more fun winning than it is losing. Losing, like I said before, losing sucks. I don't know very many people who are competitive that like to lose, whether it's a baseball game, a football game, or a video game. I don't like to lose. Or if I'm playing like a game at recess with kids at school, I don't want to lose, or in gym class, I don't want to lose to them. I'm not going to let them win. That shouldn't be the thing. It should be always trying to win until eventually, yes, they're going to be better and be able to beat me. So don't let them, but it's that fun. It's that aspect. It's that playing a kid's game as a 36-year-old person, 36-year-old man, and still having that joy, because that's what I bring to my training, to my coaching, is I want kids that I work with, the adults that I work with, to have fun and bring out that inner child in them and bring out that kid in them. And it just makes it more enjoyable when you're having fun doing it. Yes, there's going to be times that aren't fun. You're in a slump and not getting any hits, or you're hitting the ball hard and it's hitting it right at people, or you can't seem to make contact, or you're pitching and you get shelled and give up 13 runs in 2/3 of an inning. Those types of things. I've been through them all. And it's these things that kind of build your character through life, and how to be able to take on life as well. But again, another year down, another championship. Who knows? Not put the glove away for right now. Bat, ball, nut cup, all that stuff can go in the closet. Put it away. Get away from baseball for a while, because again, I do get burnt out. It's a long season. It's good to end it on the high note, and then we can look back and then look forward and see what the next year is going to bring, and see where we'll go from here. But it's just been a fun ride, especially this year. And thanks to everyone who's helped and been supportive. I mean, the River Falls community, my parents never miss a game. They can probably count on their hand how many games in my entire life. That's 30 plus years that they missed. My sister and her kids, it's always fun to see them. And the kids that I work with, the kids that I teach, seeing them come. I know it does get annoying, and I don't really like being called Mr. Gutting. It's just weird. It makes me feel older. Like I tell the kids that I coach outside of school, you don't have to call me Mr. Gutting. It's fine. You can call me Trevor. And don't call me coach. I don't want to be called coach either. I think that's kind of dumb too. Coaches who refer themselves as coach, or, oh, you have to call me coach. No, I don't have that ego. I don't have that power trip. I prefer to be on your level. Just call me by my Trevor, or most people call me Gut. I think it's weird to call me Trevor too. I don't know. Just the only people that call me that are family members. Otherwise, it's Gut. That's what I've always been called. But again, thanks to all the rest of the team, the young guys who make it fun, make it still enjoyable. Can learn stuff from them, teach stuff to them. To the old farts like me and Gibbs and Dorney, still been playing all the former guys that have helped build the fish. Eidson, who's done a lot running the team, started the team. Everyone we've played with, that's been one of the funnest things, is just seeing the characters that we have had on the team through the 18 years that I've been playing. A lot of goofy guys, a lot of good times, a lot of times we won't remember, a lot of times we shouldn't talk about. A lot of times that the heartbreak, the success, the victories, the losses, the traveling, the hotels, the bars, the town festivals, all the stupid stuff we've done off the field, even more, because that's like a lot of the time being on the team. It's the times you enjoy with the guys. Not necessarily in the locker room, because we don't have a locker room, but just off the field, in the hotels and the car rides and the trips and the tents, camping out, all this stuff. All the volunteers who help run the field, thanks to them too. And then the fans, man, it's been fun with the fans, because we have some of the better fans that pack our stadium Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays. There's not better atmosphere in town baseball in Wisconsin, I don't think. Even in Minnesota, probably either. We don't have to travel a lot anymore, which is nice, so we don't get to see a ton of it. But our stadium's awesome. It's fun, but for now we put the glove, that stuff away, put the bow tie on at season 18, and get back to what also I love, and that is training, that is coaching. A few more weeks of summer here with the kids. The boys, the girls were done last month because they started volleyball, but the boys are going to be starting football here. I think a lot of the middle school starts football pretty soon. And just working with the boys a couple more weeks. Got flag football. We're coaching second grade flag football. That's been fun so far. We'll see how we get into the games and how goofy and crazy that can get. And doing some other coaching as well, and adults work with you too. Small group, in person, online, because I'm going to be continuing my journey, becoming an athlete for life, because that never stops. No matter how much longer I play baseball, no matter how much longer I do whatever, I'm always going to be that athlete for life, because it's that constant pursuit of being the best version of myself, and you should be on that journey too. That constant pursuit of being the best version of you. And if you need help, join me and start your journey becoming an athlete for life. So reach out, send me an email, trevor@tagbn.com, or visit tagpn.com. You can check out the different options, or click the link in the bio below. But that's what I have for you today, guys. More of a sharing, reflecting on a fun baseball season, and some lessons that you can learn from sports, and why I think every kid that's interested should be playing team sports. Every person in life should be playing team sports. And even the whole lesson of just do something you love. It doesn't have to be sports. As you get older, we tend to not do anything we enjoy. Maybe you enjoy traveling. Maybe you enjoy going to concerts. Maybe you enjoy art or music or whatever it is. It doesn't have to be sports. It certainly could be. Never stop doing that stuff. Yes, it is important to quit doing a lot of stuff. People say never quit. Don't quit doing stuff you enjoy, stuff that moves you forward. At some point, I'm going to stop playing baseball. I'm going to quit baseball, but baseball will always have a part in my life, whether it's coaching, whether it's watching, being a fan. But I quit plenty of stuff. Quit a lot of things that don't help me, and that's a huge lesson, that you got to quit stuff that doesn't move you forward, but do things that you enjoy. It doesn't matter how old you are, if you're a 10-year-old kid starting to play baseball, or a 50-year-old that wants to pick up training, or go back and try something or do things that they did when they were younger. It's art, or again, playing an instrument, or whatever it may be. Chase things and do things you love, because that's going to make life a lot better, rather than sitting around being miserable, because most people you're already doing stuff you hate, as in work. You hate your job, and it just makes you more miserable. So do something you enjoy. Chase your passions, have fun with it, pick up hobbies, have hobbies, and don't take things too serious. Don't take your life too serious. Have fun, enjoy it. So that's what we have for you today, guys. Hopefully that helped. Hope you enjoyed this. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff if you want. Again, send me an email, trevor@tagpn.com, or click the link below if you want to get started and start your journey, or continue your journey to being an athlete for life, and would like some help doing that. And we'll talk again soon.